And see, it's all about our focus. The Most High was just reminding me of that when I was doing squats in the park one day. I bent over while I was doing my squats, and I peeped something that I thought was a coin. And as soon as I started trying to focus in on that coin, I started tipping forward. Where my balance has shifted. See, your whole being can be shifted off a thought or off a word, off of what you put your focus on. Just like he reminded me how we used to run and or ride our bikes and even drive. If we look off to the side while we're doing them activities, we'll start going towards those places we're looking, or we're focusing in on it. See, that's why the text said, let this mind be in you. It's got to be at the center of your being. Just like Yahushua said, only say and do what I see my Father say and do. See, this is the vision that you have to pick up on daily. His vision for your life. His goals, his ideas for your life. Okay, let's jump on the bike, get in 5 mode. Yeah, I was just reminded of a thought from the late Tupac Shakur. Which many of us, pardon me, try to front on now. Knowing we were still listening to him while we was in the church. Still buying every one of his CDs. I know I was. And even though the man won't live in a lot of what I saw, I didn't think he was living the life that I thought he should be living. And see, that was back then when I was walking only in partial truth. But now that the scales have been removed, from my eyes, I no longer judge any man or woman too harshly. Because I'm supposed to be judging the fruit that fall away from the tree. And a lot of fruit, or should I say seeds, that he planted in my life are still bearing fruit. But that thought was, let me paint a perfect picture. And see, I gotta go back to the church. Won't he do it? Won't the Most High do it? If we let this mind be in us. He'll paint that perfect picture. Of what not only we're supposed to be seeing daily, but he'll, once you're faithful to that, he'll begin to show you long-term visions. Like he gave myself. And see, I don't like comparing myself to the great men of the text. But at the same time, I have to be true to myself. The Most High gave me one of them Joseph visions. One of them showing up long-term visions. To where mine was like 30 years. Hey, 30 years out. And see, now that I think about it, I was wondering why the Most High was saying this plan, hey man, is for a certain time. To write it down. And see, I kept skipping over there. I didn't want to hear that part. I'm like, this is a next week vision. And the one about write down the vision and make it plain, so for those that get it can run with it. But oh boy, I didn't envision, puns intended, that some 30 odd years later the vision would just now start to take shape. And like I say, take shape. It's still coming together. But the sweet part about it is, I can see that of what he promised me 30 odd years ago being fulfilled. And him not going back on his promise. Because once again, like I was saying before, some of us are fair weather folks and friends. We're only good with the Most High when he good with us. But when he ain't breaking us off, we're ready to run. Like that group, I forget their name, but go-go group out of DC. We ready to do the run, Joe. We're ready to pick up our already shaky foundation and head to the hills. Forgetting where our help come from. I said we're ready to run to the hills where our help don't come from. Because we've been in those type of relationships all of our lives where folks ain't putting out putting in. We out. And see, we can't be that way with the Most High. So he like, you either in it for the long haul, or you ain't. Or you're not, I should say. And I try my best, I ain't gonna cuss, to live my life accordingly daily. See, that's something else the Most High has told me about my ministry, or about my recordings. He said that is one of consistency. He said, I need you to be consistent so that you can inspire my people to be consistent. Because a lot of folks don't care a hill of beans about what you got to say, but they keep seeing you show up every day. He questioned me one time on our barbershop men's talk. He was like, Bobby Hollow, you have a recording coming out more than Tupac did. I said, just one every day. Most of the time. I remember before I was doing sometimes 2, even 3 thoughts a day. Not knowing that sometimes you need to spread stuff out that the Most High give you and sit on it. But see, he knew my zeal back then. That's why he kept talking to me and continued to talk to me every day. Because I have made myself one that will continue to be available and be consistent. Because in this world today, we don't see a whole lot of consistency. Unless it's out of greed and self. So I have to take that word back. People are consistently, hey buddy, thank you. People are consistently selfish and greedy. See, like I said, you never know who's watching. That kid was giving me the heads up that he liked my bike. That's all. Know that a kid watching, you are making a kid's day. There was times my family couldn't afford bicycles for us. So we settled for riding on the handlebars of our older cousin's bike. Which he had folks from all over our family looking out for him, because his father had passed. And like they should, they would take him on their shoulders and look out for him. But see, this is another lesson that I had to learn, because in riding the bike on somebody else's bike, I was almost hit by a car. But I actually broke my leg during that accident, which, like I said, I could have been killed. Because what we would do, we lived on an old country road, and we had a driveway somewhat like my boy James is right here, and that's where we rode, because the highway we lived off of was literally a highway, where the speed limit was like 55. So you can't imagine us flying out of that driveway into the road where we turned around. And my cousin, not seeing the truck or car at the time, and me staring it down. But thank the Most High, he saw it and swerved. And just narrowly missed it. Who knows, that may be why I love riding bikes so much still. Because of that near miss. But I never forgot that lesson. I've never been too keen on riding with other folks. Thereafter, either on their handlebars or the back. And see, sometimes the Most High would allow us to go through them hard lessons And I think that's basically been the storyline of my life. One hard lesson after the other. But in all actuality, once you get it, you can't lose that ideal thought. Basically, once you get it, you got it. And I was just thought of how the Most High had confirmed my thought about not upping the ante on my squats yet. But just working on my speed. And I love watching other fellas out here biking. And I saw this guy who had the same goal as I do, and that is riding 5 miles a day. But his goal was for 30 days. One more time around. He set the lofty goal, which I thought was lofty at the time, of riding 5 miles for 30 days straight. What he did, he was trying to knock off the time limit he was doing it. And see, this reminded me of that when I was talking about my best time of under 30 minutes. But this fella had a time of what started off 20 minutes. And when he ended at the 30 days, he was under 18 minutes. Right under 18 minutes. So that put me in the mindset that I need to work on my time. And this is not saying that I'm trying to be like him and get down to 17 minutes. No. This was just confirmation for myself. What's happening, man? All right. I almost stopped. And I don't know this fellow's route or how good a shape he in. This was the first time that I noticed him, I saw him. So I had to, what the Most High told me, run my own race. Basically ride my own ride. And to be quite honest, I'm quite satisfied with my time and my distance per day. But at the same time, I'm that of a person that believes in the challenge. Because if we're not bettering ourselves daily, then what's the point? I don't want to remain idle or get used to the same old. Oh boy. As soon as I said that, I ran across my boy. That basically his job is standing on the corner asking for change. And trust me, I'm not trying to talk bad about the man or his situation. I'm just saying I don't want to become idle to a point and I'll leave it like that. Stay up, keep pushing forward in the right direction. Shalom. Oh boy, how soon we forget. Excuse me. I owe myself pity. I don't like having to do them squats after I finish my ride. But we got to keep our promise. See, I'm learning, how can we expect the Most High to keep His promises to us if we don't keep our promises not only to Him, but ourselves and other folks?